Hey guys, how's your beautiful day going on this beautiful day? Today it is time to predict the divisional round of the playoffs. Last week I went a putrid 2-4. I got 180 wins in the regular season, and then I just pooped the bed in the wild card round. But we're gonna do better in the divisional round. Trust me, because we actually are picking for something this week. I don't think you understand how nervous I am for this game. The first game we will talk about is the Bills and the Broncos. Who's gonna win? The Broncos. I'm not gonna take my faith. I'm not gonna take my faith out of my team. I'm not gonna pick a different team like I did in the regular season. This is picking my team every game for the rest, because I don't care. I think we can beat anybody, and I don't care if I'm wrong. I don't care if I'm wrong. Actually, I do care if I'm wrong. Actually, I care a lot if I'm wrong. But now let's actually do some analytics about this game. What Denver has going for them right now is the Bills are very injured. They have some problems all over the field with injuries. Their wide receivers right now, their wide receiver room is a very thin group of players, which Denver has a pretty good secondary. So I think they're going to be able to guard their receivers well. It's going to come down to how well can we guard the tight ends and how well can we stop James Cook. And it's a little worrisome for me for us trying to stop James Cook because of how it went last year. We just weren't able to stop him whatsoever. I don't know how much I believe that it's going to be different. The Bills' offensive line is just so much heavier than our defensive line. The good thing for us is that we have Dre Greenlaw this week. We hope that we can at least stop James Cook at least better than we did last year, because last year he went for 213 yards on us. I think that Josh Allen is going to have a tough time being a hero in this game because of his supporting cast. It's going to have to come down to, can James Cook beat the Broncos defense? And he did last year, so we'll see what he does this year. I think this is a better Broncos team with Hufanga and Dre Greenlaw that are going to be able to be in the box and help stop James Cook. And on the other side of the ball, with Bo Nix against the defense, I trust this offense to be better than it has been in the past 2 weeks that they've played against the Chiefs and against the Chargers. I think in both of those games, Sean Payton was not calling the full playbook for the Broncos, and I think that he's going to have to in this game. He can't be conservative in the same way that he has in those games. When Bo Nix has a bigger playbook with more pressure, I think he's going to play very well. The run game, I think, can be a very complementary piece to everything else we try and do in this game. I believe Denver has all of the facilities to win this game, and the Bills' defense is not the best in the world. Their secondary is pretty good. You know, their pass defense is pretty decent, so it's going to be tough, but I believe in the Broncos and I believe in Bo Nix. 27-24, the Broncos go to the AFC Championship game. The next game is going to be the 49ers playing the Seahawks, the second round of this matchup that we saw a couple weeks ago, and I'd have no reason not to pick the Seahawks in this game. I think their defense is really good. The 49ers are really injured, and they've been able to, obviously they beat the Eagles last week, and they've been committing sorcery. Somehow they're in this position even right now. I don't even understand how they're doing it. Brock Purdy has played some amazing football. Kyle Shanahan has obviously been coaching his butt off, and he's been doing a great job. I just don't think that they're going to match up very well. Last time that they played each other, the Seahawks were able to run the ball all over them. And if you limit Sam Darnold's role in a playoff game by being able to run the ball very effectively, you're going to probably win that game, because obviously now you don't have to really worry about Sam Darnold and what he's doing on the field every play and whether he's going to throw this game away. All he has to do is play very safe with the football, make sure that he doesn't turn the ball over, and they run the ball very well, and they should probably win this game. I'm going Seahawks to win this game 21-17. The next game we have is the Texans and the Patriots. This one's probably the toughest one. How I see it is it's not really going to come down to defense, because both defenses are fantastic. They're going to perform. At the end of the day, it's going to be who makes less mistakes on offense and who makes bigger plays on offense. And who do I trust more to do that? It's the Patriots with Drake May. I think that he has the ability to make bigger plays on the offensive side of the ball. Now, I'm a little scared for him, though, because against the Chargers, he had some turnovers in the pocket by being a little too, holdy with the football, and then he gets strip sacked, and that happened multiple times in that game. And now you're going against an even better pass rush who can do that even better to you. But Do I trust the Texans offense at all? No, it was a horrible group last game. They scored 1 touchdown and it was in the running game. I think the Patriots will be a lot better in the running game than the Chargers were last week. And if they're going to be able to slow down the running game of the Texans and put the game in the hands of CJ Stroud, I 100% trust the Patriots to win this football game. Because if it's a game between CJ Stroud or Drake May, I'm going to pick Drake May every time. He's going to be safer with the football, and I think that he is going to make bigger plays at the end of the day. This won't be a high-scoring football game. It's going to be a very low-scoring football game. That's why it's going to come down to who can make a bigger play, who can score on a very, very important drive, and I trust Drake May to do that more than I do for the Texans. So I'm picking the Patriots to win this football game 28-21. And the last game of the divisional round is going to be the Bears and the Rams. This is going to be a great game. It's going to be a very offensive game because I do think that the Bears match up very well with the Rams secondary. They're going to be able to pick them apart. I think Caleb Williams is going to be able to find his receivers in open spaces a lot in this game. The Rams are going to be able to neutralize the run game a little bit, but I also think that the Bears are going to get some run game going. This offense is going to be able to move with the football. It all really depends on how fast the Bears are able to start, and it depends on how good this defense can actually play. At the end of the Packers game, their defense stiffened up and was very, very, very good. Very good. It was a very solid unit. So if they can play that good that they played at the end of the Packers game, which is going to be hard because the Rams offensive line is a lot better, but if they can do some of what they did in that game, they have a shot in this game. But the Rams offense is so good and their pass rush is good. I also think that the Bears offensive line and Caleb Williams are going to be able to neutralize a little bit of this pass rush of the Rams. The Rams are really good at being able to get after the quarterback, and that's why their defense is good, because they have Byron Young, because they have Jared Verse. They're able to get after the quarterback, but the Bears have one of the better offensive lines in the league and one of the best sack escapers in all of football right now with Caleb Williams. So that's going to neutralize some of their pass rush. The Bears are going to be able to score. But then you go to the Rams offensive side of the ball and you look at the Bears defense, obviously, that we just talked about. And it isn't the most reliable group. It hasn't been good this season, no matter what it was in the end of the Packers game. And you have Puka Nacua, you have Devontae Adams, you have Kyron Williams, you have Blake Corum, and you have an MVP candidate. This offense should be able to do a lot against the Bears defense as well, because we've seen how shaky they are. Puka's going to have a big game. Devontae Adams might catch a touchdown. Kyron and Blake Corum probably both have pretty good run games in this game. Overall, I think I trust the Rams offense more. It's pretty much which offense do I trust to not get stopped in this game? And it's the Rams. They have the better group around them. So I'm going to pick the Rams to win this game 30-27. It'll be a really close game down to the wire, but at the end of the day, I just think the Rams are the more experienced and the better team in this game. That was my predictions for the divisional round of the playoffs. If you liked it, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel and go look at the rest of my videos. Sorry for the short video. There's not a lot of games to predict this week. So I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.